no plans at all. Evil man's always transcending. Fighter like sheep, swallow everything. Always simpletons or pretending. We got no plans.
This is your moment of clarity from LeeCamp.net. Let's talk about language. Language can be manipulated and tinkered with in many ways to powerful effect. The problem is this can be done by both the good guys, the Bernie Sanders, Howard Zinns, the John Stamos of the world, but it can also be done by the greed pirates, the societal blisters who still expect you to call them mister. I wouldn't call you mister even if you were standing in front of me with a spray bottle lightly spritzing me on the face and therefore were by definition a mister. I would still call you Captain although then at least you'd get to enjoy the captain part of it. Point is, we, the good people of this world, need to start using language as aggressively as the evil people. A good example would be how the anti-worker politicians call union-crushing bills right-to-work bills, even though on average workers in right-to-work states earn $5,500 a year less than workers in other states. So don't call it a right-to-work bill, call it the No Rights for Workers bill. Anyway, here are some other terms and expressions I've created. Some are as useful as the basketball wives at a math Olympics, but that's alright. First word, intuitiveness. Recently, Walmart tried everything they could to plant their fat ass near the site of famous pyramids in Mexico. The city officials said no again and again and again, and ultimately Walmart bribed a lower-level official to quietly change the zoning map, and they were able to get their Walmart store. Point is, Walmart did not give up in their evil pursuit. They had good intuitiveness. Next up, criminal fractivity. This is pretty much anything fracking companies do, and if there's one corporation particularly destroying your community, then you can call them Count Fracula. Coke suckers. I didn't create this one, but it's a good one. It applies to any politician such as Governor Scott Walker, who is a fully funded puppet of the billionaire Koch brothers. When people are impressed with that isn't that impressive, you know, you're like, I got the new Angry Birds app, and they're like, whoa, let me see! They've got mad wow disease. It seems to be contagious. And then there's plaid wow disease, which is someone wearing plaid who's also very impressed. People who are complete and at the same time think they're better than you. This goes for most politicians, a lot of wealthy people, some law enforcement. They have an holier-than-thou attitude. Next up, limpotence. That's just what I think we should call impotence. I mean, makes sense, right? But it's also a good term for what the Democrats are. They're generally limpotent. When you're watching a cluster between politicians and lobbyists and the media, it should be called a 100-tard pileup. A good example was watching Karl Rove melt down on Fox News while Mitt Romney was losing the election and the anchors are all pissing themselves and the cameramen are running around and Romney's advisors are in fetal position somewhere. It was a flat-out 100-tard pileup. And if you're thinking, well, what if there's only 7 people involved? Then it would be a 7-tard pileup. Don't ask stupid questions. That's been your moment of clarity from LeeCamp.net. I imagine you probably have words or expressions of your own. Just write them in the comment section. I'll talk about the best ones on the next episode of the Moment of Clarity audio podcast, which you can listen to for free on iTunes, Stitcher, or at LeeCamp.net. Thanks a lot. Keep fighting.
No plans at all. Evil man's always transcending. Fighter like sheep, swallow everything. Always simpletons or pretend.